Welcome back, everybody. Joining me, as always, is Ms. Bundefund for another episode of Nightlong. We're here with...
Not long.
Hopefully it's not too long. So if
Nuts in your lungs.
That's would be preferable, probably, to what's going to go on in the rest.
Yeah.
So as a quick overview, we are Ace Investigator Josh Reed. We are being paid by our mayor friend to investigate some terrorists who are attacking... it's some kind of biological corporation, I can't even remember at this point, but we haven't actually done a whole lot of that. We've sort of bumbled.
No, we killed a kid who was jetpacking around an abandoned quote-unquote zoo.
We wasted a kid.
I still don't know what that complex
There's no actual
was.
Animals, there's volcanoes, and there's statues to a Hindu goddess, so who knows, maybe. Still fully functional, gas lights and fields and everything. Anyway,
right.
We broke into the zoo, we broke out of the zoo, and now we're in this mysterious area in the back. We broke out of it.
Going up and down elevators, setting off alarms.
Right.
Booby-trapping alarms.
Yeah, we broke out of it, we broke back into it, and now we know that if the alarm goes off, somebody comes out and looks at it. And
this is going to be the second person we electrocute within 20 minutes.
Yes.
Cool. Now I've got it ready to use.
So we had a flare, I think, from somewhere, and a broom, as you can see here. So, this part actually tripped me up for a while, because I was sure that you were supposed to set off one of the fire alarms, and you are, but there's like 4 of them, and only one of them will it actually let you activate. So, anyway.
So it's a pixel hunt, but if you click the wrong pixel, your reward
just
is
says,
thinking
like,
you have
that's
the wrong
stupid.
solution.
That freaking alarm again.
Here we go.
You gotta admit, Jules, your security system is your greatest triumph.
What is that mean?
Wisecracks, Morgan. I'm not in the mood.
No, I'm staring at a
stupid
computer
games
screen
begin
with
to
32
tire me.
numbers on it.
I know this is your doing. Another of your pathetic jokes.
Yep.
You know, these guys
So go
have
and
more
switch it
character
off.
development than
Look,
everyone
it's
else in
not
the
me.
game put together so
Ah,
far.
Whatever. But as soon as I've turned it off,
And one of them
I'm
is
going
about to
down to
die.
the zoo.
Well, I don't know. He's got
I'd
rubber
rather
gloves
spend
on.
some time with Dave. At least he hasn't got a stupid chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Quite a wisecrack there, Jules
I
or
think
Morgan,
this is-
whichever that one was.
This is the, paid more voice actors than you really knew what to do with. Anyway, time to turn off the alarm system. Oop, he died. Just flopped right over and died. Oh.
Yeah, that's how it works.
I should have. Look, we just
cold.
dragged him off.
He
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
have
he's
anything
out
interesting
cold.
on him.
Whatever.
Again,
Whatever justifies your teen rating night long.
right. Again, we don't actually know that these guys are the terrorists. I mean, for all we know,
No.
this place is getting repurposed by, I don't know, some developer or something. They
Right.
certainly haven't done anything illegal.
No, they have a cargo ship, and that's about it.
So now we're backstage
Just
with the
dust.
terrorists.
There's nothing of interest
Just
here.
touching things again.
Right. Just with all of our custom animations still.
Right.
Fortunately, that guy doesn't seem to be big on, paying attention. I guess he's just too disgusted by the inter-organizational conflicts.
He's probably recording an LP.
This is what we deserve.
Mm-hmm.
Halfway through this, somebody's just going to electrocute
Just
one
empty
of us.
containers.
Pick through our body for...
Hope it's me.
Oh no, see, look, the cursor identifies him as
Gotta
terrorist.
put him out of action
Oh,
first.
okay. Well, good thing. We don't have to feel bad about whatever we're about to do to this
Maybe
guy.
it's going to be
Standard
one of those,
power socket.
unreliable narrator stories, and midway through, we'll learn that all the descriptions weren't actually correct. That's not true.
Standard power socket. Are we going to electrocute a third man?
Look, there's all kinds of things we can
Okay,
do.
done.
So, we've got this 3-way adapter,
Uh-huh.
and we have a wacky holographic
Okay,
projector
done.
from before. So, let's turn on that puppy. This is a good plan, Josh.
Jesus. What's happening?
Yep.
What? Not another of that wise-ass Morgan's jokes.
Yep. It's just
I've had it.
that wacky Morgan.
I'll disconnect the projector and go and teach that geek a lesson.
Well, thank goodness. Just Just a
straight arm him from across the room.
big old
cold.
fist.
Should give me enough time to do what I have to.
Good. This one at least may not be dead. I don't know.
Well, a laser gun and a small key.
I have a really hard time parsing a
Got nothing
guy
else
with
worth
like
taking.
this as a terrorist.
Yeah. He was sitting at a desk. He's got like a wacky
It's closed.
Mayberry accent. Well, we know what to do with things that are
open it.
closed.
All he's done is stared at some
It
hexadecimal,
must
I
form some
assume.
part of the security system, although it hasn't been very effective.
It's true. The weakest part of any security system is the... to be fair, like, they can't train you to
Seems to be
expect the
running
kind of
some sort
stuff
of
that Josh is
programming
pulling here.
Nah, I've no time for that.
That's right. In the case of Swamp Monster Hologram.
Beware surprise
rag
punch
from
from
a few
across
days
the
ago.
room. Alright. What's in the newspaper? No, we don't care.
Newspaper, I'm
Seems
gonna
quite
set it on
comfortable.
fire or
There's
something.
nothing hidden behind it.
No, it's like a thin,
Right in the middle of the
movable
room.
chair.
Damn, it's a shame the minicom got busted. I think I'm near the terrorist base.
Yeah, I think you are too. There's really no
Aren't you
telling.
in it?
I think I've just kind of lost the plot more in
Nah,
this at this
that
point.
wouldn't work.
Nah, Key wouldn't open that panel. But this laser gun we just got.
I like how every weapon we acquire, we instantly squander
Right.
on some lock that we have no real reason to
It's
get
true.
in.
And I think that... I don't know if it has charge. I think we might have to find another charge for it before we can use it again.
It's no good. I need to insert a security card.
Also, it seems to be
It's some
melted
sort of
somehow.
sophisticated device for controlling the security system.
Yeah, that is sophisticated. Notice how we have one of those little like punch guns. Do you see that in our inventory? We've turned into the Joker, is what this has come down to.
Right, yes. I'm waiting for the lapel flower that shoots acid.
Right.
Terrorist.
Terrorist acid. Yeah, that would be.
It's a retina
What
scanner.
is that sparkling?
Obviously part of the security system.
Oh, that is a
No,
clock.
there's
Actually,
people
see that it's
talking on
ticking
the
back
other
and
side.
forth. That's just like a wacky pendulum.
Solid.
Great.
Probably armor
Good
plated.
thing there's a spy hole in it for people to look in
Yeah.
instead of out.
I can't risk it. Besides, there's someone
As
in the room
as he
beyond.
moves forward and looks in.
I can see into the other room through this.
All right. Let's see what we got. What kind of
There's
devious
a guy
things are they
talking
getting
to
up
someone. There's also some sort
Guy
of computer
talking.
terminal.
And a computer.
Truly dastardly.
They're all going to have to die.
Strange place to find a piece of art.
Yeah. Why? Could it be concealing
A piece of paper with some odd stuff on it.
nightmare
Odd stuff,
writings?
Yeah,
Nope.
that's odd stuff, all
Yeah.
right. Okay, it's a printer toner test.
Yeah.
Is what this
Yes,
is.
it is. No, this is of course a highly sophisticated algorithm. A code that
Some sort of retina scanner.
we'll have to parse.
Gray and more different gray.
Mm-hmm. The password is gray,
Only
gray,
odd
gray,
bits and
white, gray,
pieces.
black.
Nothing of
Hot
any
bits
use.
and pieces. That's so vague. Okay.
They're just, don't look
There's
at
an
this
email
shelf
open on the
description.
screen. It's from a few days ago.
There's no screensavers in the future.
No.
The
well,
computer is
this
still
is
on.
clearly an LED
There's
screen.
an open email on the
LCD.
screen.
Maybe it's LED.
Maybe it is. Who knows?
It's a report by some Marcus Sanders concerning a guy called Vizel Moreau. Sanders states he's verified without a doubt that Moreau and Genesis have been linked through the intervention of Martins, for whom Moreau has created a virtual environment.
Well,
Marcus also states that he's discovered that Moreau's built his own hideout in a private virtual environment which looks like a dark, grotesque horror amusement park. Marcus came across
look at that
facts which
awful
would seem to
video
indicate that
quality.
Moreau and Genesis
Close
were in it
YouTube,
together,
Josh.
working on virtual sensory technology, known as the VST Project.
Yo.
VST Project? Never heard of it.
This is what we've come to.
Marcus maintains that the project in question is the work of Moreau, who had to turn to Genesis to fund the project or else cease his experiments.
This is the exposition section of the
It appears
game.
that Marcus
Right,
lost track
I'm
of
getting
Moreau
it.
hasn't been found for weeks.
Who's Marcus?
Marcus
This is a heck of an
convinced that
email.
It's imperative to shed light on Martin's involvement in all this.
Look at his lips moving and his eyebrows
And
twitching
finding
as he
Martin's is his
reads.
guess that Moreau would be nearby. But just how the hell does Hugh figure in all this?
How does he figure?
There's been no talk about this Moreau
on those
guy or any
arms.
VST project.
Josh, your arms.
I wonder if Hugh's been straight with...
No, he hasn't.
Yes, I'm beginning to wonder if our seedy mayor
It's a small
friend
drawer. It's locked.
has truly got our best interests at hand.
Well, at least we can trust the scientist named Moreau.
Yeah,
that's never a bad sign.
Security card.
Hey, a security
Oh,
card
yeah,
in a locked
security.
drawer.
We had to go in a different room and use the key
Now
we
I have a
just got
security
to get the
card.
security card. Does he, like, lock his security card
Yes,
up
he does.
all the time?
Which is...
He was one room away from it, holding the key to it.
I mean, I work in a military place, and this kind of thing would get you fired if you left your security key in a drawer on your office with like a desk, whatever. Anyway, so now we've got all these
It's one
buttons
of the security
here.
system's push buttons.
I can't think where I've seen a vertical sequence of squares lately.
Well, you would be ill prepared to solve the mystery. Anyway, we had to press them in order from darkest to lightest, is what it comes down to.
Yeah, I gathered that.
Okay. Or lightest to darkest, I don't remember which. But anyway, we've affected the security system.
I'd better leave them alone now.
I'm pretty sure, I don't know, it can't be more than a few minutes that you can be unconscious like that before, like, brain damage is for sure.
Well, no one said that he was going to come out of this okay.
No, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know.
The scanner is deactivated.
If you decked a completely,
He just banged his head on that metal pipe. His brain is swelling right now.
Besides, there's someone in the room beyond.
He's not coming out of this well.
Nobody really is. So we deactivated.
So we opened this door. Is that what we did?
We opened this door here.
So the guy with the key was next to the room with the drawer with the security card, which was which opened a panel back in the room.
Right.
That opened this door back in this room.
Yes. This is the umbrella. It's not even umbrella though. It's like umbrella light. You know. I mean, on the one hand, there's not as much backtracking, but on the other hand, like.
There's not as many griffin silver pendants and things you have to insert into decorative statuary.
Yet, I'll say.
Oh gosh. Yes, I do remember horror amusement park.
The dark carnival virtual environment.
Looks like the wall might move. It's some kind of sliding partition.
I would appreciate if that never came up again and they were just bringing it up as this weird, like, side.
It's a monitoring panel.
This guy's just weird. That's
Whatever. Anyway, there goes that.
Jesus.
You know, I was thinking that those
gunned down like street filth.
Yeah, you know, like a homeless guy that deserves
I guess this means my own cover is blown. I'll need to get my skates on, or I'll be in the next bed to Ruby.
Literally, his skates.
No one knows you're here.
From the hobo.
It's a small compartment.
I guess that lady
I guess
knows
the lady,
he's here.
because we were asking about our
Well,
friend.
no, the lady doesn't know he's here. The lady mentioned a
Stethoscope.
zoo to us.
That's
Syringe might come in useful. Wait a minute. What's this? It's a medical report on Ruby.
Oh man, and the first aid captain.
He isn't dead. He's alive.
He's got a heart monitor right there.
Next to
2
him
hours
that's
following the
beeping.
trauma, his condition deteriorated. And he slipped into a deep, irreversible coma. A vegetative state.
Well, he
Damn.
is dead then.
They extracted a
More or
bullet from
less.
his left lung, but the extent of the damage has meant a 45% loss of respiratory capacity.
Respiratory?
His cardiovascular system is severely damaged
Vegetative.
too.
I suppose.
They've been monitoring
doing his
him
best.
since the shooting.
He's
He
not the
doesn't look
doctor's
good.
animal.
I don't understand.
He doesn't look
The
good.
terrorists shot him. Why the hell are they trying to save him?
Yeah. What's going on?
Also, where did they get a gun that shoots bullets?
That's right. And why would getting shot in your lung lead to an irreversible
He's
coma?
at death's door. The bastards shot him.
I don't know.
I gotta make sure I'm not
Oxygen
next.
deprivation
Yes, shock.
for too long.
Anyway, good luck. Here's a surgical couch.
Standard surgical
That's called a
couch.
gurney.
Nope.
They always make me feel nervous.
It's time for a little break. I wonder if that's like a British term or something.
There's nothing special about it.
I thought we were going to get on it, no, but we're doing our weird touch and squat.
we just gotta like
maneuver.
make sure everything's all right. Look at that huge pile of blood by the drain down there. I mean, it's clearly they've been cutting people open.
V8's tomato juice.
Oh yeah, right.
Very healthy.
That's where the doctor is having his lunch.
Mhm.
This is a
Right
T-rated
there in
game,
the surgery.
everybody. They make sure and bring that up later in a big obvious point.
We're looking in the hole again.
Now we're looking in the hole. Now we don't care.
Oh.
Oh no, now we've got a stethoscope so we can hear.
Yesterday's encounter has brought us to our knees, and this place is anything but safe.
Oh my gosh. Brought us to our knees.
Hey, wait a minute. That's Eva Thompson's voice.
Just something about his little, I don't know, muttery slur. I just like it.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Martin's henchman, huh?
We must continue on from where Sanders.
I wonder if that means anything about the trustworthiness. Oh, that's Cyberpark. Curse it.
So she told us about this place. Does that mean she's betraying this guy, or is she just stupid?
We should have tried to persuade him to help us out.
Well, it's too early to say. I mean, she might have just been, you know, babbling.
He was quite vague. Besides, I only spoke to him for a few minutes. When he left the club, I called the bouncer.
Stop moving that around. That's not going to help you here.
He's triangulating exactly where the sound waves are hitting the door.
They're looking for me. My cover's still intact.
Cover's still intact.
It almost seems as though they're the victims, not the cause.
I like how they zoomed in on him for that big reveal.
You also neglected to tell me about this or any attack on the terrorist base.
I wonder if he was being straight with me.
I still wonder what he was expecting to get out of him.
Let's hope Lady Luck's on my side.
No idea. Maybe he was expecting that we just murder everybody. I mean, to be fair.
Hold it right there. Twitching your dead meat, punk.
Look at that shrimp.
Put the gun down. It's the guy from my club, the one I told you about.
Yeah, the guy who was asking a lot of suspicious questions. Don't hold him up.
I haven't interrupted anything.
How'd you find us? And how did you get in? Jules and Morgan should have stopped you.
Wow, look at that guy's
I killed them.
Let's just say they became genuinely alarmed.
His head looks like a backgammon board.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure. He's very inbred.
Perhaps what Eva didn't tell you is that I'm looking for an old friend.
That arm was not his. It's just flopping around.
He's holding it,
I'm
sort of waving it around.
But he wasn't the only one.
Stow the apologies, Eva. I want to know what our
no apologies until we know what's up. Then we'll be sorry.
Genesis have been after my ass for months now, and I'm tired of running.
There's a lot to say if that's your story.
We should give him a chance now. We need all the help we can get after the attack.
Look, I don't know you from squad, and I like you even less. But Eva,
those two don't really fit together well.
I trust her judgment. We need friends right now, but I'm watching your every move. We've spent too long, worked too hard to risk blowing this now.
Sure, we're after the same thing. We're in the same boat.
Yeah.
No, we don't even know what they're after.
We're metaphors together.
How about explaining that for starters?
Look at his little pointy hand.
Ruby was assigned to investigate us by his newspaper, and by a stroke of luck, he managed to find us.
Stroke of luck. You guys are...
It was vital.
Stroke of Eva blabbering.
Absolutely.
Everyone.
Vitally hidden.
But yesterday's attack screwed everything up.
Yeah.
What attack was this?
Our main HQ was hit last night, and all our equipment was wasted. It's put us back months. Not to mention losing some good friends dedicated to the cause.
It's interesting to note what he mentions first.
Three of our best men lost their lives.
Right.
Simon's at death's door, and Marcus Sanders, our cyberspace expert, the guy who got us most of our leads, died during transition.
Well, we only have one option.
If your main base was destroyed, where are we now?
Look at what kind of gesticulation.
We only use it in case of emergency.
I mean, again, we would never be here unless she mentioned the zoo.
Any clue who attacked you yesterday?
Probably Martin's men. The results were devastating.
Ruby was with us when they burst in, and he took a bullet that was meant for me.
So I guess we're building sort of a dramatic tension.
We fled in order to salvage what we could.
You have to admit, like, they had us bumming around for a long time, having no idea what we were doing. And now it's just a wall of exposition. And then pretty soon...
Yeah, we were bumming around just long enough to forget what we were doing.
Who was Marcus Sanders?
Who everyone is. And
Marcus was
and then they'll set us adrift again in the,
he was investigating Moreau
deep
and
sea
his
of
VST project.
Puzzles.
Right, the Joker's funhouse.
But he was killed while he was
Let's not even
connected
pretend
to
we're not
cyberspace.
going there.
Oh, it's gonna be
Who was
great.
Moreau?
He's an architect of virtual environments
Okay.
developed in cyberspace.
So,
Virtual environments
From what
developed
we've
in
discovered,
cyberspace, huh?
Martins
As
was
opposed
one
to
of his
virtual
first
environments
customers.
developed anywhere else.
right, it's like
And
Second Life,
probably he was the
basically.
catalyst between Genesis and Moreau.
Sal Moreau would seem to be the creator of the VST project.
He would,
Which is why he
because
was looking for backers.
he was.
And he found them in Genesis, right?
Yes, but what happened afterwards is a mystery.
Some weeks ago, a charred, unidentifiable body was found on the beach in Costa
Their
Rica.
net is huge.
Moreau, who used to stay at a residence in the vicinity, had disappeared the evening before. The police concluded after no
doesn't
further
sound like a
missing
mystery.
persons
Thought it would
report
have to be
that the
awfully
body
charred to
had
foil
be
a
Moreau.
DNA test.
Yeah.
You must realize that we are not a terrorist group. We are
You know,
researchers.
it would have to be literally
we were studying the
ashes.
effects
Well,
of cyberspace on the human mind.
you know,
and
they
Marcus
could have put some
Sanders, one
terrorist
of our
acid on
top
it, I guess.
researchers, by chance found himself in a bizarre location. A virtual amusement park in a horror setting created by the twisted mind of
Ah, yes, the twisted mind of Moreau.
Sanders discovered something there about a mysterious project by the name of VST.
So all we
From
need
that
is some
moment on, strange things began
hapless
to happen
chump
to
to
us.
wander right into the
Right,
funhouse.
some
Refused to
thoroughly
investigate.
expendable
They denied
person.
everything. So we decided to begin defending ourselves. And we founded our little organization to investigate Genesis.
It's not really researchers. I guess they're more like
When we
journalists
discovered that
almost.
Genesis
Or
had taken over all Moreau's patents
Terrorists.
after his
Yeah.
disappearance,
they would like to cause some terror.
we knew that what we had discovered about VST was much more serious than we had first thought. And so were our mysterious attackers. We'd stumbled into something big.
That's right.
Really
This is a
big.
plot as
Marcus
deep
connected
and
to
dark as they
cyberspace
come.
to get a hold of more
Some
information
big
on
businesses
the
are
I
VST
doing
still don't
project.
understand. Why is the VST project so ominous?
How
Some
much he
big
saw,
businesses
we'll
are doing
never
some
know.
shady
He was
deals,
hit
man. You
from
gotta get
two
behind
connected,
this.
And as he died,
So they
he
heard an
began to make
acronym.
strange
Yes.
They have no
gestures.
idea what it means.
In the mysterious
That's really
funhouse.
You were right.
And,
That's
I
all
was
they know
very
about.
That's
near
it.
him, and I
They have
heard him
no
say,
idea what
"The
VST
mirror.
is.
The mirror isn't reflective. We have no idea what this means.
Yeah,
We
well,
haven't
that
enough to nail
sentence and
Genesis
how
yet.
ominous he
And only
sounds.
Moreau and his cyberspace
It could
expertise
mean
could have given us
anything.
real proof.
It means you need to push on the
What
mirror.
mirror
in the
was
Joker's
Sanders
funhouse.
talking about?
We don't know. But he was visiting that absurd
Mirrors are
virtual
more
horror
fun than
park.
television.
No, they're
No,
not.
Have any of
way
you
less
visited
fun.
Moreau's amusement park?
No, only Sanders had that particular pleasure.
Why do you think Martins is involved?
That's some dry humor there.
Every
Links
time
with
he
Genesis,
talks,
who
Josh just
sponsored
picks
him in the
some
last
random
election.
gesture
Right.
out of his
Moreau
bucket of
was a close
gestures and
personal
just
friend of his.
flails around.
I think this is
In
the
addition,
like the
the police
Octo Dad
closed the file on
prequel.
Sanders'
He's just
death.
desperately
It was
trying to mimic
obvious that there was
human
some kind of cover-up in
movements and
operation.
speech patterns.
Someone was turning the
Turning
screw.
the screw. All right, thanks.
Because of this, we needed Simon Ruby's support. He had evidence stolen from Genesis that we could have used to blow the whole thing wide open.
And
So
they're
much
really
so
not
that
sure
the
what this whole
authorities
thing
couldn't just
is.
ignore the situation.
Like,
People are being rubbed out
Yeah,
without
no
a moment's
crime has been
hesitation.
committed.
no, I mean they know that people are being
There's something
killed or
evil
whatever,
and
but like
deadly
they're
about this VST project.
that we have no idea what they don't know it's deadly. It's a virtual, whatever environment thing. Mystery it is. We'll have to wait until I can hunt around and find CD number 3.
Damn,
There you
if they're telling the truth, Hugh owes me one hell of an explanation. So, okay,
I like
your
you tell
position
somebody
is
something and
clear.
their eyebrows
What
work
now?
up and down for a while.
We must follow the trail
They-
that Sanders
they
left.
didn't
We
want to
had no
animate his
option but
eyes, so
to
they spent just a
reconnect with
lot of time on
cyberspace
those
and
expressive
return to the
eyebrows.
amusement park.
We were hoping that you'd be prepared to lend us a
You know,
hand,
it's not a
Mr.
bad
Reed.
idea. Back in these
Hey,
early
I need
3D
answers
days when
myself.
people
Where do
were
I
playing
start? Oh, yeah.
this,
I just gotta get
very
Martin's
hard to
angle
make
on the
good-looking
story.
eyeballs.
Yeah.
Jesus, I can't believe Hugh has lied to me.
You can't. You haven't
Good.
seen him in
Come
15
this
years,
way,
and he was
Mr. Reed.
very open about how he
It's your
wanted this
turn.
quietly investigated before his election campaign came up again. Well, time to trust these terrorists and get into their stupid machine.
Uh-huh.
Good luck booting up.
Wait, what? What is
Window-
this? Is this going to
Windows
take
2.
us to the cyber town?
This is, yep, thumbs up. They didn't tell us, so I guess we're just going to be finding out. Hey!
Did they even tell us to go there?
Yep, it's Cybertown.
We just, like, ended up in it.
They were like, oh, we were hoping you would do it for us. Well, look at that spooky spider over there. Also, there's a roller coaster.
The hacker's favorite interface for cyberspace travel.
Truly, what twisted mind could come up with the idea of a spooky carnival? That's something only history's greatest monsters have access to.
That's right.
I
guess this was just their excuse for getting rid of all our items.
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure that it was like...
work to do here.
I don't know. I almost think that they were making a different game at some point and they just had like leftover assets or something. Because it's just such a it's such a jarring tone difference, you know.
Combinations are 1 skull, half a credit.
Like,
skulls,
we've gone right from
3 skulls, 50 credits.
Semi-grizzled PI in pursuit of terrorists to like trying to work out the winning slot machine combinations on the spider slots.
There's a decorative spider on top of the machine.
Yep, time to just push on it.
It seems to be made from flexible metal, but I can't move it with my hands.
You just did move it. I saw you tugging on it, Josh.
No, he's lazy. That's his excuse. Can't move it. No, it just can't be done.
To be fair, I would not be really pursuing things strongly at this point either. Look at that stupid glowy skull.
Here we got the coconut shy.
But it still smells of popcorn.
Gotta have one of those in any spooky carnival.
Still smells like popcorn, but he doesn't know what you want. And here's the...
You have to knock down all the targets to win the prize in the glass case.
That's right. Don't even think about just trying to get it.
This is expensive. You need to insert 5 half credit coins to play.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess we don't know what the exchange rate is, but...
They're all imaginary. There is no exchange rate.
Well, Josh doesn't know that.
The remote-controlled puppet that strikes at a distance.
Sadik, the remote-controlled puppet.
That
strikes at a distance. That's our prize.
One heck of a prize.
This one uses
strike down your enemies if you can only win this spooky carnival
game. Not ready to use yet.
I don't even know what to say at this point. Like, it's.
Look, we have to win the puppet that strikes from a distance.
Look, here we are at this spooky castle with this totem. Like, it reads like, I don't know.
It's one of those show your strength machines.
Detective genre fan fiction, I guess?
It looks like a small metal bowl.
Yeah, we better get that bowl.
Yeah.
By hitting the
we
drums,
need a small metal bowl pretty hard.
The bell.
We'll probably fix one of the games with that or something.
Send the weight up to ring the bell.
Alright, Josh, let's see what you got. Let's see if you can just do this by strength alone, or if trickery will be required.
Any harder and I'd knock the bell off.
Also, we broke the thing.
Just huck it over our shoulder.
Well, that's that.
Slowly pick it up.
If only we could repair it somehow. We'll need some terrorist glue.
Broken hammer.
Well, that's that.
Looks kind of spooky.
It's a little spooky, Josh.
I can't get there from here.
No, you need to.
You could probably fly. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, ride the cage, son. So we're here looking for
the cable car that goes to the
VST, I guess, because they I don't know why they were here. This is Moreau's brain
not closed properly.
Construction, and he's just a spooky, creepy guy. And somewhere in here, he knows something about VST, and no one knows anything about what it is except that they heard the name once.
Right.
And
I guess this is where they issue tickets to go.
And it must be the most ominous criminal thing ever.
Right. Well, it better be, because we're here and we gotta find out about it. Anyway.
Drawer. Pull it.
I kind of wonder where everybody is. Like this, you know, for carnival times, you'd think you would, I don't know.
It's a virtual environment.
Well,
no one gets logged in.
Yeah. Rose around somewhere.
It's a good time of year. Avoid the crowd.
That's right. This is the off season. And to be fair, this is a little bit better than like Six Flags or even Kings Island. You know, I mean the lions really kill you at those places.
Yeah.
And by the time you get to the rides, it's not worth it.
No point.
No, Mr. Freeze lasts like 30 seconds.
They had a bungee jump at the Six Flags up around my hometown, well, at least a distance away from it. And they had to cancel it one time because it actually broke while someone was bungee jumping off the Eiffel Tower at the Six Flags. That was tough to handle. It broke at like the very bottom, so they had the least like.
Right.
You know,
least distance to fall.
Yeah, but still.
Least momentum.
I mean, it could have broken a few seconds later, and that would have been
tremendous heat.
Anyway, boiler,
the
scary
pressure
spider.
in the boiler is very high.
High boiler pressure.
This is used to open and close the boiler pipe.
They do really like these.
It's red hot.
Good job, Josh.
Well said.
Yep. Hit that spider with that thing.
Is that what we're doing?
I don't know. Look at that spider.
I hate spiders almost as much as snakes. I don't want to get too close.
Oh, that's in the background. I thought it was like way up in the foreground.
Yeah.
Above
Stuff
us.
is sticky.
I think it's just a.
No, it's a giant spider in the back.
Probably do more harm than good.
You know, just like you have at a
Probably
spooky
do
amusement
more harm
park.
than good.
Having trouble remembering what to do here.
Yeah. I think this is just sort of like my go around and see everything phase. Don't worry, everything will fall into place very soon. This is this house of cards is going to come tumbling down. But for now, we're shrugging at trophies. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I find the mystical section actually just much less interesting than a futuristic city. Like, I think it's weird that you would have an interesting setting and then go, no, let's go with Spooky Carnival. I think our
if the Spooky Carnival was in any way thematic or related or anything, but it's just completely out of left field.
Right. It's just means
nothing.
This is what Moreau thinks. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, like you said, like connected with Noir, connected with Josh. I mean, I guess we've been to a zoo, so a carnival might be next after that. But like, just exploring these abandoned ruins in search of.
The zoo itself was stupid and had nothing to do with anything.
Right. Yeah, there's not what you might call a strong thread connecting all this. However, there is a spooky upside down stairway. If nothing else, you can at least make ghost noises.
Well, that's a small comfort, I suppose.
I would love to know the rationale. Just like the development process that led to this. Like if this was planned from the beginning or... You know,
Well, I can answer that question, and the answer is no.
Yeah,
anything else?
I guess maybe the 3D modeler they were working with had a bunch of these sets left over from a previous game. Like, that's all I can really think.
I don't know. Wouldn't they be property of the company he used to work for?
Yeah, I guess. Unless it was like the company merged two games.
I wonder what it's doing here.
Yeah.
You know, you talked about not liking...
It's an old silver half-credit coin.
Collecting various emblems and things to open passageways and get things working. Well,
right,
now we're hunting for spooky coins and old water fonts.
Awesome.
I will say, I think the carnival does get over with before too long, so we won't be here forever, which is small blessings, you know. We count them in a game like this.
It's good that it's almost over. There's a lot of math.